Following video is brought to you by the Hourly Creations Patreon page. Help support creative endeavors by becoming a patron today, or by simply subscribing to this YouTube channel. Your support is appreciated. Hello and welcome to Unturned. I'm actually in the middle of doing a veteran run of World at War right now, the campaign, and that's proving to be kind of a bigger pain than I actually thought it would be. I'm making good progress, but like some of the choke point sections are immensely frustrating, so I decided to switch off and then record this. That way I could have another video come out in the pipeline here. So, I did a couple playthroughs here, just on single player. I didn't want to bother with the multiplayer aspect of it, just because I think that would be much better if I can convince my friends to play it with me. But for now, I'm just going to do single player, and we're going to kind of go for like a free roam exploration type of thing. And we're going to go until I bite the dust, as it were. And I believe we're going to go ahead and just do PEI, just because that's like a medium-sized map, and I'm fairly certain that was probably the first map that was put out for this game. So without further ado, let's go. Yeah, some of my test runs of this were on the other maps like Germany and the Yukon, which I kind of liked. Yukon was kind of hard though because it has the environmental problems, but yeah. So I think we're gonna go over here. The main reason I'm doing like a free roam style thing is just because I want this to be kind of very non-committal, sort of to test the waters, see if the fan base for this game is even still around. When I was doing my research on this game, I found that apparently a lot of people were not wanting, this was like 6 months ago, a lot of people were not wanting to play this game because the developer, Nelson, just kind of wasn't listening to people's critiques and was only updating the game in a weirdly specific way. But it's not, I'm not really fully versed on all the controversy there, but I know that this game had a mass dying off. Is that a lawnmower? What is that? Had a mass dying off like 6 months ago. And it hasn't really come back into the public eye. I don't really want to deal with what looks to be 6 zombies. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that. Hasn't really come into the popular eye for a while. Well, yeah. For the simplistic style, I do like how everything's sort of set up. Sort of like open country type of thing. I was kind of confused when I went into the Washington map, because I was kind of expecting like either Washington State or DC, and the map looked like neither of those things, unless there's like a different Washington that it's actually a reference to. Yeah, and the other reason, I don't know if I actually got to this yet, but the other reason I'm doing yeah, there's a zombie right there, a sort of wanderer playthrough for this section until I die is mainly because the base building kinda unintuitive. I'm not gonna lie. I was in my test playthrough of this, I was really struggling just to build like a basic shanty to live in. I ended up like living in a ranger station for a while, which had its benefits. I basically had free loot every time I spawned in, but the problem was it would also spawn in zombies nearby, so I would have to like be really careful not to get jumped as soon as I walked out the door. And yeah, I imagine base building is probably a lot easier when you have friends to help collect resources too, but like between the inventory management and me being by myself, I just could not do it. Okay. Methinks I'm gonna have to go into this small house right there. So I'm gonna crouch and just kind of sneak over. First I'm gonna crouch and then I'm gonna go prone once I get closer. If that vehicle has gas and full battery, I'm probably going to try to take it. That's nice. I have no idea. I did the tutorial, but I didn't do the section with it when it actually had to fix up the car. Okay. Can I get more items? I did actually want to... I did have an interest in Project Zomboid, just because I saw it was on sale recently, but the main reason I didn't... Well, a couple different reasons. I went for this one because it was free and I'm poor. And I felt like the learning curve for this game was a little bit on the smaller side. Like on the less strenuous side, I believe. Like, this game itself is actually, like, weirdly hard and difficult. Because, like, I found myself starving to death and, just sort of running out of water and food a lot. Like, it's very unforgiving if you don't actually be as efficient and frugal with your resources as possible, which I like. I like survival-based games. But, as far as Project Zomboid is concerned, it looks intimidating, I'm not gonna lie, just with the UI and all that other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna take this car and I'm gonna book it out of town here. It's actually a truck, I think. Sorry. Oh, this is a dead end. I might run out of gas in this truck, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna try to mosey my way through town here. I might end up hitting some of the guys here. We're good. We're fine. Hopefully I can find a gas station that's not super overrun and maybe has a weapon. It's kind of like my one critique about this game, whereas like Project Zomboid is like very resource heavy at the beginning. This one is very barren. Like it feels like, I mean, we are, I think in the context of this game, like several probably years into the apocalypse, so everything's already been looted and scattered to the wind. So, but yeah, I definitely think it could be easier in that regard, especially when it comes to just like finding food randomly. Because like even in real life, yeah, it's not good food, but like there are certain like wild plants and flowers that you can eat that'll keep you alive and won't really like sustain you. Like just something to fill your stomach would be good, even if it was like just 10 set. Like my critique is that there should be like a food that's like wildly abundant, but like it restores like 5%, ooh, munitions, 5% of your hunger bar there. And like that, then it's perfectly balanced too, because you need a shit ton of it to actually make it worthwhile. I do think it's kind of neat that I can break down a straw hat and get wheat. That's kind of funny. It's like there's certain aspects of this game that I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. No, I don't want to salvage that. That makes sense. It's like, oh, it does it this way. That's kind of weird. I really need a weapon. I think also, since that one's so low, I'm going to craft a seed there. Another thing I noticed is that when I was trying to farm, it was like not sustainable in the slightest. I don't know if I just had like, I was looking at the level systems, it's mainly just cardio, exercise, melee, and like shooting. There's a swimming tree as well, but I don't know how effectively I can level up my farming. This little guy's gonna fucking see me. But yeah, it's just whenever I was trying to like make farming sustainable, I would almost never get more than one seed from any plant. Even with fertilizer, I'm not sure what the check is there. A weapon. I'm feeling a little more confident than I was. What's this? That's an arrow. More seeds. I don't know if I'm going to actually do... Ooh, a dirt bike. I don't know if I'm actually going to do any farming in this run, or if I'm going to end up dying here soon, but you know what? We're just kind of exploring. What is this? Hawkhound magazine. Now, it has more fuel than my truck. I might swing around, grab the battery out of it, and then take the dirt bike. Alright, we're doing very good so far. A lot of ammunition here, but no gun. I will take a backpack, though. What is this? Is that supposed to be a dead body? Alright, that's cool. Alright, let's do some inventory management real quick. I do like the grid system inventory, that's really handy. It's very satisfying. It's a very meticulous game, and a few people I read online kind of compare it to a low-stakes DayZ, or at least the same format as DayZ. Is that a carrot or is that... Oh, that's another ammo box. Take that. Ooh, pitchfork. Oh, be handy. Crafting is kind of weird. Like, it's weird that I have to... My biggest problem with crafting in this was, like, I needed specific types of wood to do specific types of things. Like, I needed pine wood to make a pine wood floor versus having, like, maple wood for a maple wood floor. Like, it just kind of seemed seemed a little convoluted for, like, the variety of things. Like, the crafting was varied, but, like, it was restrictive at the same time, because in certain situations, when I would go to make a floor, it said, hey, use logs instead of planks, whereas, like, in most other games, you need to refine the logs down into planks in order to use them as craftable things. That was just kind of a weird tick that this game had. Okay, I think I'm further enough away so I can go grab the battery and then just hop on the dirt bike and drive off. There's also some cases where it's like I would look at my inventory and the thing would require a saw. Alright. Can I just take the battery out, or no, I have to swap it? Steel battery. Like, it would say, hey, you need a handsaw to make this specific type of item. And I have a handsaw in my inventory, but it's not the right type of handsaw. Like, it'll be a different looking tool than I actually have. And that would just was kind of needlessly frustrating, whereas, like, I understand the quality of it probably matters, but, like, a handsaw is a handsaw. I should be able to use it for whatever requires to be cut, you know? I love complaining if anyone has ever, like, not noticed that yet. It's just a thing I do. I should become, like, a movie reviewer. Because God knows there's not enough of those people on the internet. Now, I cannot wait to immediately crash this dirt bike because I've never actually, like, driven one of these in-game. I can't imagine it's that different from the car, but, you know, sink or swim. Make sure I don't hit any of these hay bales. Okay. Don't have a map, so I'm just kind of going by points of interest. The car looks interesting. That was a random washing machine. Anything good in the car? Nope. Ooh, a knife. It's the controls are a little floaty, I'm not gonna lie. Probably a lot of zombies here, but I have a weapon now, so I'm a little bit more courageous than I had been. Just as long as they don't all gang up on me. Hey, buddy. Hi. God, you take an eternity. Alright. Weapon? No, there's a handsaw. Funny, I was just talking about that. Can't wait to not be able to make a wooden floor with that. Ooh, corn. I like corn. Compass? Alright. Figure out which way is north. Another saw. Use that for scrap metal, probably. No, I don't need a fedora. Ooh, a bedroll. I'll take that. Alright, we have a way to respawn in case we die, but I don't know if I'll actually do that. Ooh, and we have a ranged weapon now. That's nice. I gotta do more inventory management. And I don't really need the pitchfork, I don't think. Really hope that wasn't, like, slightly better than the scythe I had. Definitely think I probably should have done the scythe now, because it is at, like, 31%, but I've not had a weapon, like, break on me before I was able to replace it yet, so that's a good thing. Ooh, a candy bar. Check that house. Ooh, there's a pig over there. I have not checked that house. I'm just gonna do counterclockwise. Another pig. Duffel bag. Can I have both, or do I have to use one or the other? Yeah, they're about the same. I like the blue duffel bag. Potato. Take a potato. Fishing rod. I like fishing. There's a hat. Don't need that. Another handsaw. Don't need that. I'm just gonna casually walk this way. Oh no. One at a time. I said one at a time, guys. That's a shame, because I saw a map was there, too. Alright, well. If you guys want to see me do some more exploration in this game, let me know. Otherwise, you all have a good day.